Bring us as we're off in Week 9. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319. Gone.
On 1st down, Allen. Flush to his right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And on the ground they go with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. To the air, Allen. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that philosophy works for them very well.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You know, a week ago was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. He had 5 sacks. Here we go again.
And he's the type of player that'll keep an offensive staff up all week trying to figure out how to slow him down. But at some point, they just have to take account of themselves and say, I've got to get bodies in front of him so he doesn't disrupt our offense totally.
a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play that time for the Rams. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wiggles free, looking for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Dancing to his left. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Allen from the gun on third down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And they'll run it here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Being chased out left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, as a defender, after a big running play against my group, I'm actually happy to see a draw play. Why? It takes a little bit longer to develop, and that gives me a chance to diagnose it and get to the play quickly.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, L.A. It's the fullback, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Rams add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drop.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
From midfield, here's Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun. Detroit.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. To the shotgun snap to Allen. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start on the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He juked him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Well, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Rams getting set to go now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
He'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And taken right at the 35. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And they'll go on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Allen now looking to throw on second down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Lucky 56.
Allen going to go on fourth down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. It's the fullback with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, land it.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball in the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurable.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Allen steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 39 that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. I've got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Back to throw here. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Lucky 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
All right, right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Again, he'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, either way, they were getting the ball back.
Yeah, and it was 4th down. Don't you have to try and take a shot anyway instead of trying to ground it? That didn't work at all.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
Barney, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 3. And it's a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Green 39! Green 39!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Allen now on 1st down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 4 down, 4 down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen going to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now Allen, got to have this one. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have the big lead here. Late, they protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Check, go get him. Go get him. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Gun! Gun! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green!
Now Allen to throw. Throwing on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Over!
And again, it's Allen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of, What's right in this game nowadays? Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Point after.